The act of being great takes the ability to hyper-focus on exactly what you want. To produce and create at an elite level takes the innate ability to commit. Everything that is seemingly built overnight takes hours behind the scenes. All it takes is for you to be right once to change your life. Welcome back to another video. Your boy Joey Schultz. Today, we got a whole mix of everything. We're gonna catch a lift, we're gonna hit back and buys, then we're gonna go to the running store and pick up some shoes. But at the end of the video, we're gonna do a Q&A. I'm gonna answer some of the most frequent questions that I get asked all the time. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Let's go catch it back and buy. I know you guys keep the drip, you know? Knock a boy, knock a boy. Yeah, you guys don't know about it yet, but you'll see. You'll see. So, we'll probably start off with like some pre-exhaustion stuff. Probably bigger compound movements today. I haven't been running the past 2 days because I've been injured. My IT band, like in the last video, has been acting up pretty bad. And every time I strike on my foot, my knee starts to flare up. You know, fighting through the pain. Pretty much like I say all the time, when you are training for a marathon, those minor injuries are always elevated. Just been lifting right now, and we are off until this Monday.
Explain to the people, what are you, it looks like you're taking a nap. What are you doing right now?
When I was in physical therapy, one of the biggest things that I struggle with, because I have a tight iliacus, is my weak glute. Since I have a weak glute muscle, just warming up before I do any type of exercise, get that adductors firing, and to make sure that I'm not compensating for a tight iliacus. If I overload on my hip, that's gonna pull on my IT band. I just gotta make sure I strengthen my butt cheeks. That's it.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, he just said a lot of big words that I don't understand, but I'm pretty sure he just needs bigger butt cheeks.
Elevated to another dimension, so I gotta live in my strength. I do not care to be here, I'll be there in the meantime and seen that I'll stop. Swerving and crushing it.
Dude, I'm putting your makeup on in there?
Yeah, I woke up a little late today, so I had to go put on my concealer, you know what I'm saying?
The glass has taught if I got this, there's gonna be tears. Yeah, manic depressive, relentless in session. I hide in the room, this talk is me. $sign B in the stare, every beat with the G-R-E-Y till I R-I-P.
Guys, our first exercise, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some pre-exhaustions on pull-up. Before we move into our big compound movements, I like to pre-exhaust. A lot of people don't train till failure, and that's where you get the adaptation, you know, start growing muscle.
Toast it, kick it, plenty drip, I need a yacht. Loaded, kinda tripping, bitch, since I stop. Rollin', she's out the E for the painter like a base. Fendi, Benji, plenty. Post it, kick it, plenty drip, I need a yacht. Loaded, kinda tripping, bitch, since I stop.
My playbook app, I update all my programs every Sunday from my hybrid athlete program to my 75 hard programming. So the 75 hard program right now, I think is on the 4th or 5th week. And then the hybrid athlete program is on the 6th week. Want to train with me? You know what I always say? A dollar make you holla, baby, okay? Link is in bio. Go train with your boy, all right? I got 4 programs up there. A nutrition course, and also mindset and motivation course. Can't get much better than that, baby. Go train with your boy.
Fuck with me if it's the money team. Post it, kick it, plenty drip, I need a yacht. Loaded, kinda tripping, bitch, since I stop. Rollin', she's out the E for the painter like a base. Fendi, Benji, plenty. Post it, kick it, plenty drip, I need a yacht. Loaded, kinda tripping, bitch, since I stop. Rollin', she's out the E for the painter like a base. Fendi, Benji, plenty.
John, give me the burner, let me murder somebody. Sick and tired of these bitches throwing dirt on my body. You want the bread, then get out my bed, I'll get you what you wanted. I'm bowling, feeling like you honest.
Pull it up with the pump. Suns that'll make you suck. Drug doubles keep me up. Wake up in the morning just to pop up. Bitches, fuck the population. Body, shimmer, place. Lord, the forsaken.
Alright guys, so we're gonna move into some heavy dumbbell rows. One quick tip for when you guys are doing heavy dumbbell rows, one of the things that I do to help activate my lat and feel more of a contraction is to make sure that you take your pinky and you feel like you're pulling it to your hip, to like the corner of your hip, traction and like the range of motion. I feel better in my lats. So take that pinky, feel like you're really pulling to your hip.
Now the devil rockin' FDP, Ruby said, drink the dimmy, and he wants his breath to save. Pepper print all on his body like
building more of our width of the back. I want you to do high reps, high sets, or dumbbell rows. We're gonna do 4 sets, 10 reps. Make sure you're going heavy. Really build that width, baby. Come on now.
Ruby got a motherfucking hot tongue, cut up in the thirds. Ruby got a broken up, they once swore, take him back to church. Ruby thought he fixed up a skirt.
Rope pull-throughs now. One of the big things when you're working back and trying to work on the width, or what I struggled with, is trying to open up my lats. That's what gives you really like that V taper down in the back. A lot of people lack lower back muscles, so your lats. It's a great exercise to open up those. 4 sets, 10 reps, going through the motion, you're really pulling through that range.
Bitch, I'm ready, got it ready with the devil's smack. Triple the 6, I fuck my bitch, I flip it, crucifix is smack. Spotty say, ride it with it.
I was practicing in the mirror, low key, for maybe yesterday, maybe for like 45 minutes, see if I can get it. I'm literally not capping.
Yo, you trying to last for 45 minutes?
Yeah, for some reason, I can't last better, and I don't know why. I literally have no idea why. We're making progress. 1 out of 10. Rate my lat spread down in the comments, okay?
There's a dozen rotten bouquets on top of the 2 graves. I'm digging till I dug them, one for me and one for you, baby. So the
Last set here, we are going to do a drop set. So we're going to cap out, we're going to do single each side. And then for that drop set, we're going to do double and rep out as many as possible. Let's do it.
Back sober, the last few months, bitch, I never left the sofa. Patiently waiting, the venom is fading out my ink cobra.
Drop set, baby. Last set, best set, baby.
Product of the poison, you can bet your life on it. He got the ice on it, we're still got the size on it. That walking stigma, that impocket guys, still feeling stuck every single night. Don't give a fuck if I live to die. Surprised to this point that I have survived.
Pull up with the motherfucking AK talk. This boy, good luck, young play, got the play, hit the slate, and we spray with the 445, bitches great. 5-9, let the devil go on.
Ain't nothing but a pussy if you gon' throw shade. Fuck boy, I'm hungry and you looking like steak. Trigger finger itching, you looking like fake. Trash them passing, you looking like race.
Alright guys, we just got finished with our back and bicep workout. Absolutely juicy lift. I almost can lat spread too. Almost. But you guys know what's about to happen. What are we about to eat? You know, come on now. Protein sludge. I'll catch you guys back at the house. Peace. Know what the deal is. Look at that. So now what we do is we top it with coconut flakes, we top it with chia seeds, and we top it with banana, and that is my protein sludge. What would the video be without a taste test? You guys know the rules. 1 bite, okay? 1 bite. Let's taste it, baby. Delicious. in my local town. We are in Princeton. We're about to go to a running shop to get fitted for some new shoes. It's about time I got new marathon shoes. I haven't got shoes since last marathon prep. I've been running in the Sony Endorphin Pros, but I'll see you guys at the store. So, usually what I got here with the Sony Endorphin Pro Speeds the first time, I really wanted to get the Asics Noosa tries, but they don't have them. Daily trainers is what I need, so.
Oh, okay, I got you.
These are awesome, and they last me the whole prep, but I have a problem with my pronate on my foot, and these have like a rolling speed, so like if you are like up to speed, these are gonna like push you forward, and that could be messing with my pronation. We'll see, maybe I need a more stable shoe. We'll see what the guy says. So. I pronate pretty bad on my right foot.
Okay.
And I guess both, to be honest with you. I had an insert in my last one.
Okay.
So I'm just looking for a more stable shoe.
Were you looking for some like for racing, like for?
No, this is just for prep.
In general? Okay.
Yeah, just for the daily.
Just got it like probably a month ago.
That's
It's really
sick.
nice. They'll tell us like arch height, length, width, and everything. Yeah, if you just wanna hop up there.
We're getting fitted, boys. Okay, we're getting fitted.
Make like a 3D model of the foot.
Uh-huh.
It'll show you the arch height. It'll show you the width, the length, and everything. Right here, basically got a model of the feet.
That's sick.
No
Left foot
way.
a little bit bigger, not by too much, and then both of them similar like width, arch height. You can see kind of on the lower to medium side.
Yeah, I flat feet. Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna recommend a bunch of different shoes based on fit, like things that would fit your foot, or like lower arches, flatter feet. A lot of times it causes some pronation where you like roll inwards. So every brand's gonna make stability shoes. So just kind of, you can just try a couple of those out, see what feels good, see what gives you that like structure and everything.
If you guys are looking to start training for a marathon or doing hybrid training, the first thing that you need to do is make sure that you have stable shoes that are going to last you a long time. If you guys are running out here in Vans or Converse, you're going to end up getting injured. So go to your local running store, get fitted, get right, and make sure longevity is king, man.
I have one of these. I love these. Yeah. This is what I kind of train in. You can still get like 300, 400 miles out of
Really?
them.
You can do a whole prep in them.
Yeah. The mop has like no rubber outsole.
Yeah.
These ones get torn up real quick. But the Rye's definitely a little more durable.
Yeah, these feel good. Like, dead ass, they feel really
Okay,
nice.
no.
And I like them because they're a lot swaggier.
Yeah. Got two types of foam. This white foam is a little bit firmer than the foam on top. So you can see on the outside of the shoe, there's not as much of the white foam.
Yeah.
On the inside, it kind of goes all the way throughout that arch. So when you land, the foam's not going to compress as much on the inside.
Yeah.
So it just lets you kind of like roll out a little bit rather than like naturally turning in. Just helps with that pronation, helps the arch.
Yeah, I think we're going to rock with these.
All right, sweet.
Do it. Got him. These guys hooked me up, really cool people. If you guys want to get some shoes, go to Princeton Running Store in Jersey. So what we ended up getting was some Hokas. We did the machine and we picked out some stable shoes to really help with my pronation of my foot. These are what we got. The colorway is pretty cool. White, yellow, and like this gradient color. I'm really excited to try these and I hope it helps with my pronation. And we'll use these as a daily trainer. Fucking excited, baby. Let's go. This is gonna be a little Q&A. It's just gonna be off the rip. This is gonna be me and you. I'm just gonna be talking to you guys, answering some questions that you guys have for me and like the most frequent questions that I get all the time. Nothing scripted. I'm just gonna go off the dome and I'm just gonna read what questions I got on Instagram. So let's hop into it, baby. We're gonna start off pretty simple. So how old are you? Your boy is 23. He was born August 31st, 1998. and your boy is a Virgo. Next tattoo. I have a bunch of tattoos from my arm sleeve, one behind my neck, and then I have a calf sleeve. My next tattoo is going to be finishing up my leg sleeve. I love tattoos. Tattoos are part of my aesthetic. One of the big things with tattoos is it's just super, super expensive. Each piece that I do, I sit for about 10 hours because I only do one session, and they run you a lot of money. So like each tattoo that I get, each is like $1,000. You can only imagine how many tattoos that I have, and I'd rather spend more money because these tattoos are going to be on you for the rest of your life. So you might as well pay for something that's good and that's going to last you a lifetime and you're proud of it. How tall are you? Boy, 6'2", 6'3" with Air Maxes on. Yeah, I am 6'2". Right now, I weigh about 193. 75 hard part 2. My goals right now, my fitness goals and what I want to do change. So obviously you guys know I'm training for a sub 3 marathon. Might be doing the 75 hard part 2 later on after my marathon prep and after I run a sub 3. 75 hard part 1. And it was a really monumental progression for me for social media, and especially helped me build a brand. 5 hard part 2 will not be happening until after my sub 3 marathon. This next question here is, I get this question like time and time again. What is my ethnicity? My mom is 100% Filipino, and then my pops is Italian, German, and Irish. So that's what I am. I'm half Filipino, and then I'm German, Italian, and Irish. A lot of people think I'm Hawaiian. I'm not. I'm Filipino, and then basically half white. So that makes me look like super Hawaiian. If you can't really tell if a person is Spanish or Asian, most likely they're Filipino. How do you stay so lean while looking so muscular though? Honestly, it's a lot of genetics. How do I stay so lean while looking muscular? The main thing is your muscle bellies are and how your muscles insert. I'll put up on the screen like 2 different things of how like chest insertions work. So you'll have one that is like this, and you won't have any space between the chest, and then you'll have another one like this, and you'll have a gap between the chest. Get your muscles to show and get definition and look a lot more muscular is to make sure that your body fat percentage is low. If you haven't had a proper bulk stage and then you cut down, you're just gonna look frail. So you gotta lean bulk and then cut. Mostly comes down to genetics, how lean you are, how much what's your body fat percentage. Next question is, what book am I reading right now? Currently, my read is Deep Work by Cal Newport. I found out about this book because I was listening to the Bear Performance podcast, and Nick was talking about how this book really changed the way he thought about certain stuff and how it helped enhance his work. Deep Work is, honestly, I'm only like 50 to 60 pages in right now. I got it a few days ago, but Deep Work is a super, super good book. It talks about how if you want to exceed at an elite level, the amount of deep work that you need to do has to be at a very high level. Say you are doing work, right? Or doing work for 5-10 minutes and then an email pops up. That's not deep work. Deep work is when you are away from social media, you're away from your email, you're away from everything else that's happening in the world, and you can really focus and zone in on what you're doing at that exact moment. And when that deep work starts to compound at it for 2 to 3 hours, that's when you start making insane gains, and that's when you can start producing at elite level. I find now in this generation, ability to do deep work is lost. A lot of people can't really do deep work, and they can't really zone in on what they're doing because they're always distracted by whatever's going on in the world. So much noise, people texting me, people emailing me, people calling you. The ability to do deep work in this book, and they explain it, is really, really good, and I suggest everybody reads this book by Cal Newport. The best way to put on muscle and lose body fat. Best way to put on muscle. First, there's 2 things that you need to do. You can't lose body fat and put on muscle unless you're on steroids. So, with that being said, you know you have to be in a lean bulk phase, and then you start cutting down. Lean bulk, you need to be in a slight caloric surplus from what your maintenance calorie is. And then when you start cutting down, you need to be in a calorie deficit. If you start, losing weight and gaining muscle, that's like a tell sign you are on the juice, baby. Juicy juice. This question time and time again. So what type of camera do I use and what editing software do I use? This video right here is being recorded on a Sony a7 III, and then the lens I'm using right now is a Tamron. I believe it's a 28 to 75 lens, and then I also shoot with a Zeiss 55mm 1.8. I first started off with a Sony a6400, and I was shooting off a Sigma 50mm. Really, really great lens. My very, very first camera to ever start my social media journey was a Canon 7D. That camera was released in 2009, And you guys could check back on my Instagram page, like my very first pictures were taken off that camera. I had like no idea what the hell I was doing. No idea how to work a camera. I was shooting in auto most of the time. I switched over to Sony, and Sony's been treating me well. I love this setup. Once you start collecting lenses and start collecting gear, I feel like that comes more difficult. You can create with what you have, and you can create awesome projects just with 1 or 2 lenses. Favorite workout clothes. For running, I love running in the Nike 5-inch shorts, like 2-in-1s. So they're called Nike Stride 2-in-1 5-inchers. Those are like my go-to running shorts. Honestly, those are the only shorts that I'd be running in. We're gonna start getting into a few of the more deeper questions. What are some of my strengths and some of my weaknesses? I would say my strength is knowing exactly what I want to do, knowing my path, and knowing that I need to put in the work to get exactly where I need to be. I'm not a person where I'll go half into things. I'm either all in or I'm not in at all. I feel like that's definitely my strength, and I will put in the work to get whatever I need to get that goal done. My weakness is sometimes I'm so deep into what I'm doing, I can't be present in that moment. I'm always looking to what's coming next, what content is coming next, and sometimes I have trouble really focusing in that moment and living in the present. I struggled with that for a little. I'm starting to get better and better on it. It's good to, look back and see what you accomplished, but you don't want to get stuck in that moment. Sometimes I just have to reset myself and think, I got here and I put on all this work. Just enjoy the moment that I'm in now and relish it for a little and then move on. So why did I start my journey? I started my journey because I knew that I wanted to inspire, I wanted to create, and I wanted to have a voice. I knew that I couldn't be behind the desk. I knew that what I wanted to do in life was bigger than, just sitting my day away, doing something that I didn't love. If I wasn't doing something that I didn't love, drive me crazy. I wanted to have a voice. I wanted to have inspiration for people to follow their dreams. And I just got tired at some point of not doing what I wanted to do, that I just broke the switch and I just went all in on what I wanted. Every day I moved closer and closer to creating the goals and creating what I want. It all starts with those baby steps, and once you start moving towards your goals and you start seeing stuff open up and you start seeing people supporting you, it's a feeling like no other. Creating a community is just absolute insanity. Consistency compounds. For all those people that are afraid to do what they want or afraid to do what they love, you just got to take those steps and take those baby steps. The first part or the first step is always the hardest. That's why I started my journey, because I wanted a voice. I wanted to show people that really anything was possible no matter what you really wanted to do. My passion is changing people's lives and inspiring people. What's your job? Pretty much this is my job. So social media, I'm also a coach. I'm blessed to say that I can do this for a living and I could do this where I could just sustain myself. You guys give me the ability to do that, and the people who follow me and support me, it's an absolute world to me, and I can't express enough. It's hard to put into words, to fathom just a person behind the camera, a person talking to you guys, can do this as a career, can do this as a job. But yeah, so this is what I pretty much do. I do social media as a job. I coach brand deals and sponsorships and things like that, keep me afloat. And then I also have another business coming out pretty soon. You guys don't know about that, but you guys will know pretty soon. Tattoo tour. I get this question all the time. So we'll start off like the first tattoo that I got. I'll put the tattoos up on the screen so you guys can see what like the tattoo is. So because I'm in the car, I can't really move around that well. We have my first tattoo on my forearm. So it's a tattoo Zeus, and then on the bottom it's a person walking, and then on the top is a clock. I like to think of it as the past, the present, and then the future. The clock points to when I was born. Then there's initials inside the clock of my family members. Second one is the wolf on the back of my forearm, and then there's a compass at the bottom. So the compass points to the Philippines, so obviously where I'm from. And then the wolf is just a symbolic. The wolf has green eyes because I have green eyes. The third tattoo is what I have on my arm here. It's a picture of somebody surfing. That somebody surfing is me. I love to surf, whether or not that's in Cape May, that's in LBI, that's in Hawaii, and I love being in the water. I am a beach boy. Back is an hourglass. The concept of time is like super interesting to me. Just being able to, go through life. The only constant in life is time. Time won't stop for anybody. And it's what you do with your 24 hours that really matter. That's what's going to change your life. On the bottom of my left leg is Roman numerals for my Lolo's birthday, who passed away. Lolo is grandpa. It's Filipino for grandpa. On my right leg is my calf sleeve. So I'll put it up here so you guys can see. Back is Atlas, obviously a Greek god. He's holding up the world. The side of my leg has John 4:18. There's no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear, because fear has to do with punishment. The one who fears is not made perfect in love. The meaning of that tattoo is just basically perfect love expels all fear. The ability to have somebody loving you and have somebody care for you is above all. When you're in love with the process or in love with somebody, it can really change how you view things, and it changes you as a person. Front of my calf is the Bushido code. It's honor, courage, respect, and loyalty. And then on the side of the bottom is a 75 hard coin. 75 hard really changed my life completely, and it really changed the way I viewed things. It came to a point where it taught me to go all in, and it taught me to have that drive to complete something, and complete something to a capacity that you didn't think was possible before. And then at the bottom we have the Go One More tattoo. On the side of my other calf is Michelangelo. It's like half of his face. The reason I have that there, I think it was just really badass. And then bottom is two hands touching. So pretty much like God's hands touching. Sometimes, guys, when you get a tattoo, it have to have any meaning. If it just looks badass to you, you want to get it, then go ahead and get it. Any advice to someone who wants to get into lifting but intimidated to go to the gym alone? My biggest tip, y'all, if you guys are going to the gym and you feel intimidated, the people who look so scary, the people who look so intimidating are the people who are the nicest. There's big bodybuilders, there's people juiced up out of their mind and look crazy. Everybody's there for one goal, and they want to get better. Nobody's going to be really judging you. They know what it's like to start something, and they know what it's like to get into the gym for the first time. It definitely can be intimidating. I guarantee if you ask one of those big bodybuilders, they'll be a super nice guy who's just willing to help you. If you guys are scared to get in the gym, it's all in your head, man. Everybody's there for one reason and one reason only, and that's to better themselves. So fuck yeah. Last question. What are your goals for this year? It's super important when you're creating goals to have a short-term goal, a medium-length goal, and then a long-term goal. So that gives you something to work towards like right now, and something that you guys want to see happening in the next few months. Midterm is, you know, with half a year, and then long term is 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. What you want to see in towards the end goal of what you're really trying to accomplish. So that gives you something to hit, like very big benchmarks to start moving towards, and that keeps you on track. For example, my short-term goal right now, next few months, I want to hit 10K on YouTube. I want to hit 100K on Instagram. I want to hit 500K on TikTok. I want to open up my business completely that I'm going to be announcing pretty soon. Medium-term goals is to move out completely, and then long-term goals is to have a sustainable business that I can sustain for the rest of my life and create something and hone something that helps change and inspires people's lives. Guys, that is a Q&A. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the love. If you guys enjoyed this video, give me a like, give me a comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, guys, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.